Hello everyone, it is I, Grenada Boy 909, and today I am back in the Minecraft testing world. I am going to be showing you guys what I think is the most simplest way and easiest for the player to stack villages in a row like this. And you know, people have come up with designs for this already, but in my opinion they're all a little bulky up top here, and this one has absolutely nothing up here. Alright, so let's quickly see how this works. It relies on activator rails, and that's why I need a flying machine, so I can change which rail is activated at each time. As you can see, the last villager that was put in is right where this activator rail is. So now, if I were to spawn a little villager and send him on his way, haha, he has been placed in his cell very nicely. And the minecart comes all the way back, and you can do with that what you like. So we started off with a little detector rail, and we need to get a 1 tick pulse out of that, and we send along this line of redstone here, and this is just a little repeater which should allow this thing to keep going even after the signal strength has run out. These leaves are not really necessary. All you need is any single like see-through block that wouldn't suffocate a villager right here. You can put trapdoors, anything, but you can't leave it empty because then the villager would just sit right here. In my opinion, I think this is like a really simple design. It's not too much resources. I mean, it's a fair amount of furnaces, but you know, it's just some cobblestone. Everyone's got cobblestone lying around. A few activator rails. And once again, this line is not necessary. You can quite literally just end it about here, and then all the minecarts will end up going here, and yeah, you can just break them manually if you like. One important thing is though, this line of activator rails has to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, has to go 8 blocks past where the last villager is. Because as you can see, this redstone block powers activator rails for, I think it's what, 8 blocks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 blocks in each direction. So we have to have that little bit extra at the end so that we can get the villager into this last cell. Alright, so let me just speed through this real quickly while I fill up the rest of the villagers. Alright, we only have 3 more to go. And soon this thing will be completely filled up. Minecart's all coming back here. Let's send another villager off. And now last one. Whoops. Yeah, one more leaf block right here. And then everything should be all good to go. So yeah, if that leaf block wasn't there, the villager would have popped in right here. As you can see, we've reached the end of the line here, end of the redstone line. And now all these villagers have been put in properly. You could technically extend this on for as long as you like, but sadly we're limited by the speed of a minecart actually. So let's say you were to put in an empty minecart here, you would see that it only actually gets this far. Luckily, let's pretend that was the first villager. Let's say we just put in the first villager and the minecart only got this far. Luckily, as time goes on, the minecarts would be a little stronger, because a little fact is that villagers, or actually when minecarts have something in them, they travel for a lot further than if they don't. So for example, let me show you what happens if I put in a villager now instead. It already reaches all the way to the end. So there might be a couple minecarts stuck here, but as the time goes on, they will all get pushed back to the front eventually. And I mean, you could make this shorter and solve that problem, but I thought this is 16 villages here and it fits really quite nicely. As you can see, we've got them all stacked nicely. Oh yes, and one thing, let me talk about where to place the flying machine first when you want to start. All right. So let's say you didn't have a villager here. Don't mind what I just did. It doesn't matter. You never saw anything. Anyways, you want to get this villager into here. So what you want to do is you want to go seven blocks from this first activator rail. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the 8th block, we're going to put our redstone block. And this is because this is extending one more over to this side. And when the villager runs through this detector rail, it's going to shift the redstone block over. And to account for that, we put it one over there. So as you can see, now it's right in line and the villager would fit in. So yes, on the 8th block from your detector rail, put the redstone block. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. And then to build the flying machine, all you need is slime block there, a piston over there, a sticky piston there, slime block there, and a observer right here. Just like that. And the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. You just need a detector rail at some point with a line of redstone and this one tick pulse maker. It's just a sticky piston block and a repeater, and that's about it. And then you need these furnaces so that this flying machine doesn't get stuck along the side of these blocks. And then the repeater is just so I think this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is on the 11th block in this line of redstone. We go down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of redstone here, and then 2 repeaters facing into these furnaces, and then a gap right here, so that we do not have an infinite loop. So yeah, that's just a little repeat at the end. And now let's send in our last villager. There we go. And just to show you that the next one would go in properly. There we go. So now we have 2 in there. And for each villager cell, it's 2 layers of carpets, then 2 layers here. The workstation goes on top of these 2. And then around the villager section, all you need is a block above this lectern here, a slab behind the lectern here so that the villagers can't hop out the back, and then just a trapdoor to prevent the villagers from going over to the next cell. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be, by the way, the first episode of the next season of the Warped SMP server. I'm actually gonna record myself playing on the server instead of just, saying, oh look, I've been working on this base for a year and look what I've done. Now you can actually see me do it. And I've got some pretty big plans for the server. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.